Doop. Hey guys, I welcome you to this video, and in this video we are going to do something different. We are going to see few things, 5 things we can do before 2022. So right now 2021 is ending, the day I'm shooting, and I'm going to post it today. So today is 24th of December. So we have like 6 days, 7 days in our hands to do these 5 things. And I think so it's beneficial for us to do these 5 things. It's not compulsory, but it is beneficial for us to do these 5 things and have like a new start to 2022. So I have few pointers over here which I'm just going to refer to, and let's get into it. So the first thing is yearly review. So I think so you should do a yearly review. I also do it every year, like for the past 3 years. And what I do is right now 2021 is ending and 2022 is beginning. So I don't know how just 2021 passed by, but yeah, that is just sad. But yeah, so you can write a yearly review of what happened throughout the year. So the good things that happened, few things that made you proud, few things that was sudden but you overcame it. Or if you want, you can also write few bad things that happened which were not expected. I usually don't, but it is fine. It's up to you. Nobody's going to look into that page of yours, so it's fine. So it's just a yearly review and to remind us what all we did this year. It also motivates us. It's sort of like a motivation to ourselves. If you write the good things, we are like, oh, I did this. Oh, I didn't expect to do this, but I did this. I did this. So it's like a motivation for ourselves to do more, and it's a self-motivation. So it's really nice. So if you have a planner usually has a yearly review page, so you can write it in that, or you can just make a book, and in that you can like further how many pages you want. 1,000 pages, you can write 1,000 pages yearly review, but you can just write it and then you can make the rest of the book an accomplishment book. So we'll get into the accomplishment book later, but you can just like make a new book for it. Or if you're doing bullet journaling, you can also like create a new page for yearly review and doing that. So it doesn't matter where you are doing it, it's just that you're reminding yourself what all you did in 2021. So if you're really blank of oh shoot, what am I gonna write in yearly review, these are few questions that will help you to guide yourself through the yearly review. So the first question is what were the good things, like what were the good things that happened in this year, which things made you feel joy or happiness, what are you grateful for this year, new things you learned and loved, was there a specific moment or situation which you overcame and which was a sudden situation, things you feel proud about for yourself, and someone that puts a smile on your face. It can be anyone, it can be your family, a new friend you have, or it can be anyone, your brother, sister, your siblings, your cousins, anyone. So here are like some 7 questions which you can which are a guide for you for the yearly review, so you can use these. The second is accomplishment book. So accomplishment book is you can write what all you accomplished. This is like sort of like yearly review, but yearly review you write it in detail, and accomplishment book is mostly accomplishments, your accomplishments in this year. So you can just note them down for like a self-motivation sort of thing. You can also continue this throughout the new year, like the accomplishment things, and you can write it every day. Like small things like I completed my science notes today, or I read 15 pages of a book, or I did workout or stuff like that. So you can continue it in the new year. So it will everyday reminder that yes, I did something productive today. And for the year, for like a whole reminder that you did something productive, you can note down the accomplishments of yours in 2021. But I'll sound like a mom, but I love organizing and I love decluttering. And I'm not going to get into like details about organization because I have like a separate video on that which I'll link below in the description. But the third thing is organizing your closet, your room, your study table, organizing cleanliness, organizing everything. So you can organize your tech also, like everything. So am I sounding like a mom? Like cleanliness, clean. But that is true, I like cleanliness, but I'm not like a mom. I like to organize than cleanliness, there is a difference. But whatever. So the third point is closet decluttering or any decluttering and organization. This is okay, so let's get back. So the third point is closet decluttering or anything decluttering. So decluttering, organizing. So when your surroundings are clean, when your surroundings are organized, your mind thinks straight. If it's cluttered and if there are like many things here and there and you can't find anything, that is also a thing. At like last minute you won't find anything and then you are just like panicked. So instead of that, it's better to be organized, and also your mind thinks straight when you're organized, and this is like there is like a science behind it. So that's why our parents or anyone, they just tell us to make your bed before you start with your day. So that you wake up, you make your bed, and then you start with your day. That's the science behind it, so that you think straight. So this is for like every day, but imagine if your room is decluttered, if it's organized, it will be such a good start for the new year. Like, okay, I have everything near me, it's all organized, I'm gonna start with the new year with a whole blast. So just declutter, clean, and it's good to have clean surroundings. Like, it affects our mind. Like, it's if we surround people, like if it affects our mind if we surround ourselves with bad people or people we don't prefer, then it affects our mind. Now it's the same way, this also affects our mind with having like cluttered room. So the fourth thing is to-do list. I am not talking about a daily to-do list, I am talking about a to-do list. So if there is anything on your to-do list which you're procrastinating to do for a long time, I think so just get it over with. Like, get it done, because you don't want to elongate in the new year. Because your new year will start like, oh, I have to do this, I don't want to do it, I'm procrastinating for a month, oh, I have to do that, I don't want to do it. So instead of that, just get it done, just get it out of the way, and just start a new year with a fresh start. So everybody thinks like a new year is a fresh start. So for that, just declutter your to-do list. Wow. But if there is anything on your to-do list which you're procrastinating for a lot of time, you can just get it out of the way, because you don't want that elongated in the new year. If there are assignments, for example, or if there are assignments, for me there are just assignments. I'm not a big person to pay bills, but if you are a elder one, you can just pay bills if you want to pay bills, or whatever it is on your to-do list, just get it out of the way, just get it out. The fifth and the last thing is to make a routine. Now many people are going to say, Sakhi, I don't want a mundane routine, I don't want to be mundane, I like surprises, I don't like planning my day. Believe me, I am a lot into planning, but I don't like planning my life. I like surprises. I like also on a daily basis. I like surprises. I don't like planning my life. Okay, I'll do 12th in science, then after that I'll take this college. Okay, then after that I'll have a degree, then I'll do some internship. Planning is different, and having a mundane routine is different. If you like to do that, do it. I'm not saying that no, it's bad, don't do it. Do it. If you like to do that, do it. But for me, what I mean by make a routine is not to make like a mundane routine, but whatever. So I don't mean that. What I mean is like on everyday basis, there are two routines, morning routine and night routine. So in both of this, you have to add something. You have to add like a small routine of yourself for things you will do for yourself. Like, I love reading, but I don't get time to read. Then you can add that at the night. Like, this is like a routine of things that makes you feel good, or that is like, it's like a me time. It's like, it's my time, let me do it. So that routine, that incorporate that in your day. That's what I mean by make a routine. So guys, that was it. Those were the 5 things you can do before 2022. Let's brush them up a bit. First, yearly review, things you did in 2021, and based on that you can see what you can do in 2022. Second, accomplishment book. You can write your accomplishments throughout 2021, and you can just decide, it's like a self-motivation, so you can continue that in the next year for like a daily accomplishments. Did I just do this? I want to do this, but did I just do this? Okay, whatever. Third is, what is third? Third is decluttering and organizing. So here you can, it's like if we surround ourselves with people that don't help us grow, it affects our mind. So the same way, if surrounding is cluttered, then it affects our mind. And this is just a lot of air. Okay, so the same way, if our surroundings is cluttered, then it affects our mind and we don't think straight. So organizing, just organize. Don't organize like a lot. If you're not that into organizing, I'm not forcing you to organize. Don't organize a lot, but keep few things on their places than just all on the bed, or everyone has a chair in their room where all the clothes are there. So you can dump them in your closet, so at least the surroundings outside will be clean. So think of that. Fourth to-do list, things you are procrastinating to do for a while, just get them done with, just clear them out of the way before the new year, because you don't want to elongate them in the next year. And the fifth is make a routine, not a mundane routine, but make a routine, like few things you can do for yourself every day, and that will make yourself happy. So those were the 5 things you can do. So make a routine, you can start planning the routine, and then you can implement it in the next year. And so yeah, that is it. So guys, that was it. Those were the few things I wanted to share with you guys. And you can just put in the comment down below if you want to add few things, or if you want to just add anything, you can just put it in the comments. I'll read it and I'll acknowledge it. So yes, see you soon in the next video, which will be coming up very, very soon. Until then, bye bye. Stay positive.